the music on. Sometimes my phone tells me Big Al's is live, and sometimes it doesn't. Music, please. All right. Anybody having problems with Verizon today? I'm not, but it sounds like a lot of other people are. Thousands of customers. Seattle, Chicago, New York, Boston, Washington, Atlanta, Houston, Tampa, Dallas, Denver. Huh. Yeah, it looks like there's major problems in that's not even Seattle. I guess it is Seattle. Seattle, Los Angeles, Chicago, New York, Washington, Boston, Atlanta are the bigger places. I haven't had a single problem today, so I don't know. See that now, and then I'll figure it out later that I have an issue, but I have Verizon. Okay, we got the guesses on the bounty up above. We've got the guesses on the black bag. It's straightforward. Heisman Trophy winner in the black bag. And we've got a few spots left. Sorry, I couldn't run baseball or basketball randoms for you guys to look at. They just barely fell short. So one left in each. And then hockey is a little bit further. There's 5 left there. And then we'll have 4 randoms. So we'll eventually get there. We'll hang out here for a few minutes, try to get those filled up. Racky's full, Big Al's is full, and we'll have a few live fills as always. What holiday is on Monday? I should know, but I don't. All I know is my kids don't have school Friday or Monday. Just barely found that out. I hear someone say, is it Martin Luther King Day? Yes, it is. MLK Day, yep. Okay, let's share my screen. Yeah, that might be helpful, right, Larry, if I show my screen. Robin is not available. Here's the ones that are taken. Here's the list of the ones that are still left. It's pretty small to read there, but maybe you can see them. Iverson on top, Williamson on bottom. So one left there to close this. Bill, I accidentally liked Bill's comment with Tatum. He's been in a lot of the series, but Tatum is gone, so he's going to swap for a name here too. But there's one more after that. So you'll see 2 of these names come off the board. And I think it'll have a perfect 32 random, so no solos today. We'll have 1 solo in baseball. I'll leave it down here instead of scrolling up and down. We have 1 spot left in baseball to close as well. So a few spots left in both of those, 1 in each, and then 5 left in hockey. I'll read off the hockey stuff here in a second as well. Just giving everyone time to roll in. Kukoc, well, that's a fun one. We had a Kukoc jersey in Big Al's a while back. I don't remember who hit it, but I love that jersey. So basketball is closed. I'll edit Bill's as soon as he lets me know here. Kukoc. And Bill's going to go Wade. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to edit the post here. I get going so fast. I was at the hockey game last night too, so I wasn't very good at updating stuff. So that didn't help. Coach. Okay, so 1 left in baseball, 5 left in hockey. I'll read off both the names, the availability in both of them. I'll wait a second for baseball since there's 70 something. If someone sees one they like, I won't read them all off. Starting with Al Kaline all the way down to, there's too many names to look them all, but all the way down to Yordan Alvarez. So I'll read those off in a second, unless there's someone that knows that they want someone, and then I'll read hockey as well. We'll get rolling. We'll probably do baseball first, then basketball, then hockey, and then our football stuff. So let's do this. Let's get rid of Dwayne Wade. I'm going to run the randoms here while we're waiting for baseball to get claimed. If it's not claimed by the time I run these, I'll read off all the baseball names until one gets claimed as well. Let's do these randoms, though. Okay, 7 times. Thanks, guys, for helping me close that one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Sean Kemp all the way down to Tyler Hero. Let's go here. I know I typed them without them being all caps, and it's bugging me, but I'm just going to deal with it because they're already typed up. I'll read those once we get to that. We'll do baseball first. McCovey, that's a baseball claim, right? Not a, I don't know, a Heisman winner with McCovey, unless I'm just not. It's not. Willie McCovey, Larry, to close us up there. Should be 77 names left. If so, yeah. So the final name will be a $3 solo, whoever wants to buy it. You got it, Larry. Thank you. I started looking today, Larry, at some traders. I don't have anything good Boston right now, but I'm going to shout you a couple names just of some extra jerseys that I have for trade for the Olmark that we've been talking about. I started making a list, and then I got sidetracked with other stuff. So okay, let's go run these randoms. Yes, people showing up. The guess is just the Heisman Trophy winner. Anybody that's won the trophy. I know there's a bunch, but you can eliminate the ones you don't see sign, I guess. Don't eliminate all of them, but hey, Thomas, what's up, man? And then same bounty until we hit it. Divisions up above. Let's go here, share this tab. Let's do this. Let's do this. So again, first person that calls out the final name gets them for $3 if you want them. If you don't want them, don't claim them, obviously. The rest will be assigned non-snake order. So we have no $3 off spots. We might, not next week, but the week after that. 5, 6, or I'll just drop it down to 18 claims if we don't want to do the $3 off. There's 7. Jackson Merrill is our solo for $3. Not a bad name. Not a bad name. This here. Slowly but surely. So if anyone wants Jackson Merrill for $3, he is available. Ricky 420 Williams, Tim Raines. Yeah, Jackson Merrill. Getting there, getting there, getting there. I will read off all the names. I'll try to just do last names so it doesn't go as long, but since you didn't get to see a picture of them, might as well read them off so you guys know who you have. Oh, that was a sweet one. Yeah. The funny part is I didn't mind at all the person. I would have kept the one I hit, but I joined specifically to try to get the Irvin. So I did it. Any other day I would have kept that. I haven't seen a Jake Plummer slate, so I thought it was kind of cool. Not a huge name, but a fun hit. Okay, and so we're closed on everything but hockey, guys. In hockey, a little bit slower today. We have 5 names left. They are indeed not 24. It's 25 now. We've lost 2 claim spots, so I upped it today for the first time. 5 spots closes. It's a pick one random one. We're opening 2 boxes today. Our 2 community hits that everyone has a chance at are both, I just almost said Ricky Williams because of all the names there. Both Connor McDavid's. Trades are still over here. let me read out these names. 5 claims, and then we're closed. There will also be 4 solos. So we're a little bit away on this. That's all right. Adrian Kempe, Kings. Andrew Mangiapane, Oilers. Ons Kopitar, Kings. Bob Gainey, Canadians. Brian Rush, Penguins. Claude Giroux, Senators. After I read this off in a second, we'll start with baseball and then go basketball and then come back to hockey. Clayton Keller, Utah Hockey Club. Connor McMichael, Capitals. Fanatics. Devon Taves, Avalanche. Dominic Hasek, Sabres. Elvis Merzlikins, Blue Jackets. Evander Kane, Canucks. There goes Hasek. Got you, Brett. Felix Potvin, Maple Leafs. Ilya Sorokin, Islanders. Isaac Howard, Oilers. Jacob Dobish, Canadians. Joe Pavelski for the Stars. John Carlson for the Capitals. Jordan Kyrou for the Blues. Kirill Marchenko for the Blue Jackets. Matt Sundin for the Maple Leafs. Matt Boldy for the Wild. Matthew Tkachuk, Panthers. Mika Zibanejad, Rangers. Miro Heiskanen, Stars. Phil Esposito, Bruins. Radko Gudas, Ducks. Ron Hextall, Flyers. Ross Colton, Avalanche. Sean Monahan, Blue Jackets. There's a few Blue Jackets. Simone Benoit. This whole time I thought he was retired, and then I see him skating around last night. He looks like he's young, so he must be a young player for those that know him. They got destroyed, though, by Utah. Theo Fleury, Flames. Victor Hedman, Lightning. William Eklund, Sharks. I really like Austin Matthews and Nyes and Nylander. They were fun to watch, but they did not play very well. I think they just barely played Colorado the night before and beat them in Colorado, so maybe a little tired. Okay, 2 claimed. That means there's 3 left. Dominic Hasek, gone. Bob Gainey, gone. So 3 left there. And then we'll have 4 solos as well. And we'll keep the solos at 12 at this price point. Okay, so let's do this. Let's while we're waiting for the last 3, let's get going with the other items. So I'm going to read off baseball lines all together so everyone knows where they're at. Do you have a plumber helmet? Not in the PC. I think I have one here that's a reserve for the series or something, but I don't have one on the PC. I would have PC'd the Slate one. I was kind of hoping they'd run another so I could try to win it back, but I really wanted a Michael Irvin. I don't have Irvin in my PC yet. I do now. Okay, in the baseball, what are we down to? 4 boxes or 3? 4 boxes. 1, 3, 4, 6. Let me read off who has who, and then we'll go from there. Chris, you have Bantle, Imanaga, La Russa, Gossage, Bagwell. Nick, you have Vlad Jr., Horowitz, Torrey, Reynolds, and Montgomery. Jason J., you have Koufax, Hamels, McGriff, Cabrera, and Mattingly. Christie, DiMaggio, Sheffield, Cepeda, Kaline, and Mazeroski. Craig Rivera, Correa, Feller, Bueller, and Howard. Griffey Jr., Carew, Arenado, Springer, and Rodriguez. That's Julio Rodriguez. Brad, you have Ted Williams, Weatherholt, Wood, Manny Ramirez. We just pulled him on the bat. And Marshall. Bill S., you have Aaron, Cruz, Palmer, Falter, and Molitor. Steve, you have Sandberg, Rogers, Rose, Fingers, Canseco. Chad, you have Larkin, Tatis, Yunt, Schilling, Anderson. Chris D., you have Skeens, Birdsong, Hudson, Matsui, and Say. Jason J., you have Trout, Horner, Garvey, Dawson, and Syndergaard. Jeff V., you have Ryan, Schmaltz, Betts, Jenkins, Thomas. Almost done. Dave, you have Ichiro, Reggie Jackson, Torres, Schultz, and Chipper. Brad, you have Snyder, Perez, Boggs, Horton, and Soto. Scorching, you have De La Cruz, Simeon, Larson, Concepcion, Contreras, Randy Johnson, Walcott, Perry, Wisdom, and Alvarez. Jonathan R., you have Sosa, Tomei, Kalenic, Tucker, and Yelich. Larry V., you have McCovey, Chapman, Bush, Raines, and Pedro Martinez. And then Jackson Merrill's our solo. Nick's taking Merrill for 3. Okay. Looking for more Arizona Cardinals helmets. Yeah, I've got a few. But it's kind of like the usual suspects, you know. I did just add a McBride, so I was happy about that. McBride, Fitzgerald, Murray. I do have a J.J. Watt, Arizona. I don't know what other Arizonas I have. But there could always be more. Okay, let's run this. We'll come back. We'll do basketball next, and then we'll come back and do hockey. Just missing 3 claims to close hockey. So we'll come back and fill that up. And then we'll roll through football and do a couple lives tonight. Let me make sure that this isn't a claim. Oh, no, that's Bill responding on there. Thanks, Bill. That way it doesn't look like I'm just making it up, huh? Okay, let's close. Said 1346. 1346. Didn't realize Ricky was guest above me. I'll switch it up to Uncle. There's tons of nights where multiple people get it right or they get it wrong together. You don't have to have a different vote, but you're welcome to be different if you want to be different. That's a 10 side. I don't need 10. I need 8 side. 1, 3, 4. No, I only need a 6 side now because we got rid of 7 and 8, right? 1, 3, 4, 6. Perfect. Okay, 6 sided. That stay on screen? It did. 1, first roll. We're good to go. Box 1. Welcome in, everyone. If you're just showing up, a couple guessing game stuff. Heisman guess is for some credit, and then the bounties for everyone. And it is at a standstill. 4 votes, 4 votes, 4 votes, 4 votes for each division pair. So someone will have to break that tie before we get to football. I know it will, but I don't know that I've ever seen a 4-way tie with more than like 10 votes. Just traded for Pat Peterson. That's nice. I wouldn't mind having him. I'd love to have him on one of those like red, not the Flash, but there's like a red cherry, like alternate sort of. There's only a few of them made. Got it today. Nice. I got a PC helmet in today too. No, actually, I traded for it. I hit one with Brad, and I traded for a different style because I already had a different style. So because I hit with Brad, I traded the same name for the same name in my reserve. So anyways, ended up being a PC helmet, but it wasn't the exact one I hit. What'd you give up, Thomas? That's a good question. Okay, let's roll on the ball. I read off the names. We're good to go. We'll do basketball next. I already got rid of the screen share, so we're good. Our box 1. Good luck, all. Let's see if we can pull a big name here. Or a fun name, or a claim name. Come on, claim name. All-Star Flash. Nice. For a Patrick Peterson Cardinals. Those are close to the same, yeah. All-Star signs more than Peterson, so Peterson's a little more rare. Patrick Peterson, Arizona Cardinals, Camels up for trade, is it? Nice. I might have to look at that. But then again, my Watt is, my Watt is a camo, so I try to get different styles if I can get different styles. Okay, here we go. Good luck, all. Name should be on the back of this, but we'll open and see if we know who it is first. 3, 2, 1. It's kind of hiding down there, so I'll pull it out. The auto is hiding, that is. There it is. That is one that I don't recognize off the bat. So some interested in those. Thomas have a couple of these helmets. Yeah. Maybe Zach can find a good trade for you. Anybody know the autograph before I cheat? I don't know it. That looks like the number 6. Torrey, maybe? Yeah, it could be. Number 6, blue ink. Hard to kind of tell. I like it better when I can show it like this, but there's a little bit of glare up there and the reflection. Let's see what we got here. Good luck, everyone. 3, 2, 1. That's probably why. I don't know. I mean, I've heard the name. Bailey Falter. Is that a youngin? Not a retired guy? Bailey Falter sounds like a name that's in the league still. I bet there's no retired Baileys out there. I'm probably wrong, but he is that guy. Nate, what's up, man? Who had Bailey Falter? I remember reading it when I went through. No idea where it was, so give me a second here. Bailey Falter. Name like Bailey. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see. Bailey Falter is on the Hank Aaron line with O'Neal Cruz, Jim Palmer, Bailey Falter, and Paul Molitor. That's going to Bill S. Bill hitting Bailey Falter on your 3rd of 4 randoms. Now let me look up Bailey. He is that guy. He's a pitcher for the Royals, and he is 28. I thought he'd be a little younger. From Chino Hills, California. He's a lefty. He throws left. He bats right. ERA of 4.58. That's not great, is it? Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, and Kansas City. So just barely with Kansas City. Bill, nice hit. More like, yeah. Great hit. Bailey Falter, not a name that I know, but now I'll remember him. Pitcher for the Royals. Has been with Philly and Pittsburgh, too. Number 6. I like pulling pitchers, if I'm being honest. I like the goalies of the NHL. I took a buddy that had never been to an NHL game last night with me to go watch the Maple Leafs, and we were talking. He's a baseball guy, and I'm not. He's like, so a shutout in hockey's kind of like a shutout in baseball. Not a no-hitter. That's a little harder, but it's like getting nowhere in runs, right? I'm like, sure, yeah. Except for the goalie will play the whole game no matter what. Usually a pitcher won't play the whole game if they have a hit and they're still at a shutout. They'll probably still go to a closer, right? All right, guys, let's do our basketball. Soon here, I'll fall in love with baseball, and then I'll have all 4 sports covered. I'm waiting for the perfect moment. Okay, if you're just showing up, we still have 3 spots left in the East Coast box. It is a 2-boxer, which is what we usually do. It makes it a little more fun. There's 5 trades. I'll shake those up at some point. But lots of big names, a few like headliner type names still left in there as well. I'll read them again when we get there, but if you see one you want or a team that you want to look at, I can tell you who's left in that team. Shout it out, let me know, and I'll write it down. But we have 3 mains, and then we'll have 4 solos for 12 after that. But basketball is closed. Zach, you have Clark, Kemp, and Garnett, Christie, Wemby, Jerry West, and Lillard. Brad, you have Wilt, Chamberlain, John Wall, Oscar Robertson. Zach, Edwards, Reeves, and Frazier. Bill S. Tatum, that's not Tatum. I fixed it. It's Wade, Carter, and Iverson. That's a fun one. That's like kind of all same era-ish, a little older for some. Wade, Carter, Iverson, Jim, O'Neal, Dumars, and Cooper. Chad, Magic, Larry Johnson, Muggsy Bogues, also kind of same. No, Magic's a little older. Jason, Kareem, Trae Young, Jalen Green. I just read that the other day. Did Trae Young really go to Washington? I'll take a Golden Knight if available. I don't think we got a Golden Knight. I'm looking really fast before someone steals it from you. Do we not have a single Golden Knight in this series, or did one already get claimed? That's hilarious. No Golden Knights available, and I don't think that one got claimed either, so I think this was a 0 Golden Knight series. That is hilarious. Sorry, Nate. No Golden Knights. There's other teams, but no Golden Knights. Trae Young really did go to Washington. Let me finish reading these, and I'll take a Ranger. Let me show you who's left with the Rangers. Tim, you have Curry, Morant, Robinson. That's too bad for Atlanta. Jeff, Barkley, Malone, Ginobili, Scorching, Bird, Kidd, Harden, Irving, Hardaway, Wilkins. Jonathan R. Rodman, Horry, and Hardaway. Jake G had Durant, Peyton, and Mutombo. Brad, Kuzi, Williamson, and Mullen. And then Larry B, you have Kukoc, Ewing, and Hero. Nate just sent out 3 picks too. Please, no. The Wizards, yeah, that's crazy. There are a few Rangers left, I believe, Elliot. Let me just tell you who they are. And you can pick between the 2. Maybe there's only one. There we go. Pavelski, Carlson, Marchenko, Sundin, Boldy. There might only be one, actually. Mika Zibanejad might be our only Ranger. He's one of my favorite Rangers, though. Heiskin, Kudos, Hextall, Holton, Monahan. I think it's just Mika Zibanejad. If you want him, Elliot, take him. Chris, you're not trying to claim Mika, are you? Just helping me out with the claim, or are you trying to claim? I'm gonna default to Elliot since we were trying to help him. I think that's what you're doing too, but just in case, let me know. Zibanejad, how do you spell his name? Zibanejad. No, okay, just helping me out. Thank you. So no Golden Knights, no Rangers left now. Because Panarin already got claimed. There was more than one, but that's where it went, Panarin. Okay, I'll do the basketball 1 second. 2 left in hockey, guys. If you want me to look at teams for you, I'm happy to do that. If you see a name you like, let me know. But let's roll with basketball. We've opened 1 box. It was box what? Was it 1? This is why I shouldn't put in these big boxes. I'm just going to get rid of this box. 2, 4, and did we open 3 or 1? We opened 1. So anything but a 1 works here. 2, 3, 4. Larry Esposito. Larry, are you good to look at non-Bruins for a trade if we try to make a deal on the Ullmark? I'm assuming you are, but just in case. I don't have a lot of extra Bruins, especially not ones that we've already talked about that you already have. So you're good to kind of look at a few other names from different teams just to see if it's someone you like. Esposito. I'll shoot you a message. Okay, perfect. You guys know, you guys can always tell me to screw off if what I offer is not what you want. Okay, one left there, but let's run basketball. So anything but a 1 will work here on the roll. Let's close this. Anything but a 1. So 2, 3, or a 4, I should say. 5 or 6 doesn't work either. Of course, I roll a 1. 1 won't work. 2, 3, or 4 is what we need. There's another one. Won't work. Holy cow. 1 again. 5. 1 again. I give up, guys. This dice needs to be investigated. That's 5 1s. 6. This, you can't make this up. I rolled 1s, a 5, and a 6. Those are the only numbers I don't have. There's one that we need. That's a 4. Holy ones. 4. Top box. Man, I don't know if that's lucky or unlucky. Rid of these. Maybe time to change the color of the dice. I don't know. Not that, like, rolling too much would ever, like, make it way to one side. That's weird. You guys might be talking trades on the post. If it goes through, will you guys let me know here so I'm not checking back and forth. Okay, box 4 on the basketball. Next up is hockey jersey. 1 spot left to fill us, and then 4 solos to fill us, and then we'll move on. Okay, good luck. Let's see if we can get a pictured headliner. You guys, I mean, there's a few that I'd really love to see. Once in a lifetime type pulls. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, I'm gonna stand up. Hey, we're staying in the realm of non-normal colored basketballs. We pulled a gold ball first week. Now we're pulling a silver ball, and I don't have a problem with that. Oh, signature's right where I'm kind of looking at. I'm going to open it up then, so it's easier to see. Let's do this. Silver ball is cool. Iverson's your guess. I can see this being Iverson. 3, 2, 1. That's not Iverson. Who is it, though? I'm trying to think. Number 7. Daryl, what's up, man? I mean, there's a label on the backside. I'm just trying to guess it before I get going too far. Rick Barry. I don't know if it's on the checklist. Okay, I'm going to cheat here because that's not one that I know immediately. Obviously, we don't do a ton of basketball, so it's not fresh in my mind. Is there an Oiler available? If so, I'll take. There is. There's Mangiapane and probably a couple others. I'll let you pick. So I'll hold the last spot for you, Carlos. Oh, that's cool. Muggsy Bogues. Muggsy did his best work in the basketball show. I can't think of the name of that stupid show. The Looney Tunes show. Why can't I think of that? They made a new one with LeBron James, too. No, I'm talking about. That's a cool ball. The first one, you got it, Carlos. I think that's Andrew Mangiapane. Space Jam, thank you. My kids love Space Jam. I didn't like the LeBron James one, but the first one I loved. Michael Jordan Space Jam rocked. Great actors with Barkley and Larry Bird and Newman from Seinfeld and everyone. It was a great show. Muggsy Bogues, great hit there. That's a cool one. Who had Muggsy? Muggsy. Bill Murray. Yeah, Bill Murray's great in that. Chad, you had Magic Johnson, Larry Johnson, and Muggsy Bogues. Chad N taking home the Muggsy on the silver ball. I like that. Silver and gold so far. I'm going to take a wild guess and say the last two are regular colored balls. Since I said that, I'll probably be wrong now. Nice hit, Chad. That's a cool one. Maybe. I'll do a little tie back on it after I take a picture. That's cool. Muggsy. Congrats, Chad. Sorry, everyone else. That's not a name I don't think I've pulled before. He might be more popular in this series, but that's the first one I've seen, at least in a while. Congrats, Chad. Congrats, Bill, on the Bailey Falter and Muggsy Bogues. Let's get going with hockey. We're closed besides solos. So we did Andrew Mangiapane. Carlos, did you take him the other day too? Because I want to say we said take an Oiler, and I think you took him. I have a jersey of his or two, and I don't have an Oiler one. That'd be cool to see an Oiler one. So I think I have him on a Flames jersey. It should be 25 claims. It is. So we're closed. Did I already delete the name? I must have. Should have 29. We do. Okay, so let's run this random. The final four names, as soon as you see them, are $12 solos. First to claim, just one at a time. As soon as we get those claimed up, we'll open the boxes. I'll random the numbers in between there. After this one, we'll go to Radke. We will close the poll. We'll get the guess. So if you're showing up late, the main guess is guess a Heisman Trophy winner that's in the black bag. If you get it right, you get $10 to use tonight. The other one is just the regular bounty up top. Looks like you guys are going AFC Northwest as of now. They pulled away a little bit. 7 times. Final four will be $12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Our solos are Theo Fleury, Miro Heiskanen, Connor McMichael, William Eklund. All great jerseys. I think I've got all 4 of those names in my PC. I don't know if I have a McMichael in my PC yet. I did have one, but I think I gave it away. So I don't now. Or maybe I still have one. No one knows. Just the back wall does if I go back there and look. So these are 12 instead of 13. Let's get them over here. I think a few of them are claimed already. Miro going to Brett. Eklund going to Daryl. A little behind on Eklund. Theo going to Joseph. And then McMichael going to Nick. Okay. Some good names this time on the solos. I like all those. Let's read off who has who, and then we'll roll our boxes here. Archie Griffin for Mark. You would guess Archie, Mark. Is he the only 2-time winner, or is that someone else? I don't know if it was Archie or someone else. Joseph, you have Peter Forsberg and Benoit. I was telling you guys I was at Maple Leafs last night, saw him skating around. I thought this was an old retired Maple Leaf, but he's not. Jeff H., Ovechkin and Gudas, Joseph K., Howe and Kane, Christian at Waffleboard, Sakic and Potvin, Jonathan R., Watt, Howard, Larkin, Colton, Natchez, and Giroux. Jeff H., Chelios, Pavelski, Larry V., Belfour, Boldy, Vasilevsky, and Sorokin. Almost all goalies there. Jake, Barkov, and Rust. Brian W., Wolf, Hedman, Terry, Hextall, Federic, and Kachuk. Daryl, Suzuki, and Merzlikins. Jake, you have Philip Forsberg and Matt Sundin. Craig, Panarin, and Kempe, Brian, Recchi, and Carlson. There's some great names that made it to randoms. Daryl, Madonna, and Ans Kopitar. Brett G., Hasek, and Dobish. Brian W., Gainey, and Kyrou. Elliott, Zibanejad, Monahan. Larry V. had Esposito and Marchenko. Carlos, you had Mangiapane and Devon Taves. Solos were Eklund to Daryl, McMichael to Nick, Heiskanen to Brett, and Fleury to Joseph. Let's crack a leg, and he's the only one. I wasn't sure if it was him or someone else. It is Mr. Archie. Was it back-to-back years, Mark, or was it a year in between? Probably back-to-back. Only person that won it twice. Didn't Tebow get nominated at least 2 times, maybe 3, but only won 1 time? I think someone else got nominated twice too and only won once, but anyways. Okay, copy those. Let's go over here. And we'll be to football in no time. 7 times. There's 1, 2. The top 2 is what we're going to roll with after on the 7th roll. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 60 and 16. We're getting one of our bookends. One is still down there, but 60 and 16. See, still pattern. There's 6s, I guess. 60, 16. 16's right here. 60 is right there. Trades are LaFontaine, York, Zuccarello, Barbashev, and Mikhail Sergachev. Whenever I go to a game, I could almost close my eyes and I know which one Sergachev is by only looking at the bottom. He's the only one that uses an all-white stick, white on white. I love his hockey stick. Maybe someone on another team does that, but not that I've paid attention to enough. Back-to-back, 74, 75. There's the trades, although you guys aren't looking at what I'm looking at. LaFontaine, Sergachev, Zuccarello, Barbashev, York. That's what I said. Okay, let's roll. 16 and 60. If you hit a jersey here and you'd rather trade for one of the names I mentioned, you are able to. Cal, any interest in trading Pats for Tampa Bay in Big Al's full size? Cal might not be here. He mentioned that he was having issues with Verizon. He's trying to trade the Pats for Cincy too. If Brad's here and wants to do that, if that's a no with Brad and he wants to do it with you, if he's here, I think some of you guys might be having some connection or phone issues today. I'm not. Well, I must not cut this part because that's not looking very good. Okay, here we go. First jersey is 3, 2, 1. Yeah. I thought for a second I thought it was a player we hit last series, and I didn't think he was back in this series, but I think this is current, not well, I could be wrong, it could be someone else. But my guess is the goalie. Here we go. This looks like blue, orange, and white. Looks like an Islanders jersey. I don't know the numbers for sure on this guy, so it might be someone else. Let's see what we got here. 3, 2, 1. Phew, that's what I thought it was. My brain was right for once. Ilya Sorokin, Fanatics Premium for the New York Islanders goalie. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's playing decent. Do you have a Jack Sawyer helmet? I do. I got one in the PC now too somehow, but I think we've got another one here. PC one's not going to move. It's an STS4 that I won that I like for now at least. Great hit. Goalie here. Ilya Sorokin. What's his nationality, Sorokin? Is he Russian? Probably not Russian, but maybe he is. Nice classic Islanders jersey. White, orange, blue. Looks pretty. He is Russian. Okay. Fanatics Premium. Both our goalies for Utah are Czechs. Czechia. And Veggie gets to play for their team in the Olympics, so it's kind of cool. Pamelka. Sorokin. I think I had him as random 9 of the last times. Who had him today? I don't read him. I don't remember where he was, though. He was when I said you had almost all goalies. Larry V. Over 2 series, yeah, it happens. You get to name a bunch of times. It's almost like you're claiming them without claiming them. Larry V, nice hit. Ilya Sorokin on the Islanders. Fanatics Premium. Beautiful jersey, too. I have 1 Sorokin in my PC. Maybe 2, but not a classic one like this. I like this one. Now I can't even remember. Oh, I think I've got mine's a breakaway, but it's the one with the fisherman on the front. I don't know what style it is or if it's a reverse retro or what it is, but I don't see them very often. When I saw it, and I thought, that's a fun one. Let's get that one. Okay. Again, if you want to trade, Larry, you know which ones are your options, and you know where to find them. So let me know. Box 60. Is there a reverse retro? I know that the Fanatics breakaways try to make, like, copy it's not a legit reverse retro because those are the Adidas, but They make them look the same. Or maybe they are the same. They're just a little different because it's a different company, but they're just trying to match the ones that were used in the games, and those were Adidas, right? So, okay, box 60. One random. Can we get a claim here? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, is that the man that you've been after for who knows how long? 3 series now? It is. And it's on the Blasty alternate. This is a claim spot, and it's been claimed every single break since we've had him in the series, probably 3 series long now. That is Dustin Wolf, the young goaltender for the Calgary Flames, and this is the Blasty alternate, one of the best jerseys out there, in my opinion. Dustin Wolf, I should make sure you had him. You've had him 90% of the time. Brian W. Brian, there's the Wolf marks. He exists. What a nice jersey. Congrats, Brian and Larry. Sorry to everyone else. Finally, he says, that's been a long chase for you across multiple series. Dustin Wolf. Calgary Flames. Blasty Adidas alternate here. Nice patches, too. I love both those jerseys. Double goalie night. Sorokin and Wolf. Congrats, winners. Sorry to those that did not hit tonight. Hopefully that changes on Monday for you. I know it's rough. We only do 2 on Mondays and 2 on Wednesdays, so if you miss out of the 4, you got to wait a whole another week, 4 or 5 more days, unless we hit hockey in my series. But then again, for those that only like hockey, it's a little different, you know. Could always try to join, and if you hit a non-hockey, ask me to trade for a hockey. I got plenty of hockey stuff here, so it's always an option. Congrats, you two. I love both those hits, Sorokin and Wolf. There's a lot of goalies in this series, but there goes 2 of them off the board. Probably still 20 other goalies, though. 30 and 32. Okay, let's keep rolling. Time to move on to the football portion of the night. We are full on football, but we have to close the poll. It's close, but I'm going to close now because it's not tied, finally. You guys are going AFC North, AFC West. If it was 1% or so, I would have waited just to make sure votes could come in if they haven't, but I think everyone's had enough time. What do we have? 23 votes? So that's closed. Let's read off Radkey. Grab the box. By the way, guys, those that are joining Radkey, I got a 2 out of 10 credit. You do, Joseph. You had one from yesterday, or from Monday. I always say yesterday, but you know what I mean, the last break day. 10 credit from your guess from Monday. I don't think you used it on your payment, though. So I mean, if you're not going to join anything live, you can hold it to the next time you join. That's fine with me. But I have it written down for you. Okay, on Radkey. Oh, what I was saying, I got an answer back from the Radkey guy. And he said, did they have the Santa stickers on it? And I'm like, well, no. He said, well, they're not Santa boxes then. And I said, I ordered them in the middle of December. I assumed that we'd still be in Santa. He said that series sold out really fast, so we did traditional boxes after that. He apologized. I need to apologize to you guys. I just assumed they were Santa boxes, and somehow we got left with the bottom 2 here. For those that have been joining, if you've been joining to try to win a jersey, I mean, the price is the same, and it's the same type of series. We're out a couple extra items. Let me know, and I'll try to do something on the side from my pocket. He offered to try to help too, and I didn't really feel like that was fair because I think it's my mistake. Anyways, we've hit some fun helmets, and we will. I mean, the next series that we're getting, I think, are traditional as well, which just means fun helmets, which is what we're after. But if anyone has joined or is joining today specifically, or any of the days from these last 10 boxes because there was a chance of a licensed jersey, I don't think that's the case. I think it makes it more fun. But all of you guys that normally join, Brady's butt handful too. There you go. Let me know. That's my mistake, but also I assumed he'd tell me if they were sold out. I just thought I was buying the same series, so kind of in the middle there. So I apologize about that, guys. I should have asked in the middle of the series when I started getting suspicious. So we got boxes 5 and 6. Let's randomize them here. Whoops, I'm not sharing anything, am I? First, let's read the teams. Again, speak up. You can message me privately if you want to. If you're saying that's kind of lame, let me know. I understand if it is. Okay. In Racky, I've got Greg with San Francisco, Arizona, Tampa, and Minnesota. Jonathan, you have Denver, New England, New Orleans, and the Giants. David L., you have Cincy, Chargers, Philadelphia, and Green Bay. Tim, you have Pittsburgh, Detroit. You sold Bill, Seattle, and Tennessee. David L., you had Vegas, Rams, Washington, Chicago. Greg, you have Atlanta and Carolina. Scorching, Cleveland and Houston. Brian W., you had Buffalo, Jacksonville, Jets, and Kansas City. Larry A., you have Dallas and Baltimore. Bill S., you have Indy and Miami. Let's get a box number, which I already copied, and then we'll show the Heisman Trophy. The Theismann Trophy, as I called it. So there's only 2 boxes at random. We'll do the second box live today. You might not see them jump because there's only 2, and they could stay in the same position. There's 4, 5, 6, and 7. Stayed on 5 for the last 2. Box 5, which is on the bottom here, but any amp helmet would do. Yeah, they are getting harder to find, so I love the amps when we have them. They're just not making them anymore, so slowly they're being held on to in PCs, and there's less floating around, you know. It's a good thing. People should keep stuff. The whole reason we're doing this is to try to find a collection. I understand trade and selling's fun too. Just try to keep a couple, or just try to keep 300. No amp helmets. Yeah, I don't think I have half of the teams. I mean, I have a lot of helmets here, so usually I can get close to having half of any specialty for all the teams, but I don't think I have half for amps. Okay, box 5. Let's grab that, and then we'll reveal the helmet. And then, so last, if Brad's here, Brad, you had a trade offer, Cincy for New England. Kyle wanted to offer. And then you also had a trade offer, or no, then Kyle had a trade offer, New England for Tampa Bay. So a couple trade offers there. If either of the 2 of you are here at the same time and you want to say yes, great. If not, we'll leave it where it's at. So, okay, here we go. Heisman reveal. 3, 2, 1. We got a couple, right? But it's Blaze, so you can probably assume, and I think a few of you guys got this right. 3, 2, 1. A few of you guys had Joey B. I want to say that someone had him up towards the very top somewhere. Rodman, there's Travis Hunter, Barry Sanders, Kuka, Kyler Murray. Joe Turf Toe in the bag. I'm assuming that's who you meant. That's John. Johnny getting Joe Burrow, and then I think someone else did too. O.J. Simpson, Charles Woodson, Eddie George, Allstott, Baker in the bag. Was it just you, Jonathan? I thought I saw 2. Baker Mayfield in the black bag for Joseph. Archie Griffin in the black bag. Maybe it was just you. I thought I saw 2. I won, sound the horn of hell. Yeah, have you guys ever even seen a Bengals Blaze? I'll be honest with you, I haven't seen another one. Actually, I've seen an AJ Green, but they're so rare. I don't know where they all are. And I told you guys this story a long time ago. I bought this one at a huge discount. No one wanted to touch it. You want to know why? See that scratch right there? I'm like, you kidding me? I'll take that for the PC. I mean, it was still hundreds and hundreds of dollars, but this helmet I could probably sell for over $1,000. And it was, I mean, it was, I think, half or maybe a little less than half of that back when I bought it. Anyway, that little mark. I'll take the dinged helmet for the PC any day, all day. What do you want for it? And if you can find me another Bengals Blaze, I'll talk with you. I'm still on the search. I'm missing 2 or 3 teams. I can't remember if it's 2 or 3. I think it's 3. It's the very first set I tried to complete, and it's the hardest one to do. I don't know why I started there, but I did. I've got 3 left. Okay, I don't know if anyone else got Joey B right. I thought I saw 2. If you guys know, if you guys can see someone else, let me know, but it looks like it might just be Jonathan. What 3? The Bills, the Dolphins, and the Colts. And that's because the majority of those 3 teams are Dan Marino's, Peyton Manning's, Josh Allen's, or triplets, and everyone wants over $1,000 per helmet on all those. So I'm just being extremely patient, and like patient as in waiting years, because I'd rather wait till something fell down. I don't know. I had a Ricky Williams, but then I realized it was a fake blaze after I learned a bunch about him. So show us the Jets blaze. Okay. It's one of my favorite blazes too. Well, if it's even here. What in the world? Someone stole my Jets blaze. They used to be in the same spot so I could find them easy, and now I don't know where it is. I guess I'm not showing you the Jets blaze because I'm not going to look here forever. Oh, there it is. Jets blaze is cool too. I like the ones that are different than normal. Like that Bengals one's different. Jets is different too. Kind of a silverish with green finish. But yeah, Jets was like my second or third to last one I got to. So just the big boys left, and they're really hard. So I'm being stingy with them. All right, you guys are going AFC West, AFC North for the bounty tonight. Same bounty options until we hit one. Theismann, Hester, Revis, a couple photos that you can choose from, all different stuff. I'll announce it once somebody actually get it right. And then the guesses are over, so we're good to go. Racky time. Strahan's a little bit easier to get since he's done a few signings lately, so it's not as easy now as he was like a month or two ago. They were everywhere, and now it's a little harder. Box 5. We will roll this. We'll do our 4-boxer. We will attempt a life fill for full-size Big Al's, Racky, and some licensed jerseys. We'll see how it goes. What in the world? This was actually an announcement I was going to make today, guys. And Racky reminded me because of what's going on in here. So the announcement is, first off, in this box, there is no helmet box. Just plain in here. 3, 2, 1. Kind of hard to tell what it is. You can tell from the stripe, the stylish. I will wait to flip it over. I'll wait to announce who it is, what the team is, so you can all see it. Oh, that's why there's no box. I had no idea that was a flex when I even looked on top. What? Maybe that's why there's no box, because the flex boxes can't fit in here. Al, use your brain. Holy mama. Mamacita. We got a Jags flex. I'm such an idiot. I didn't even see it when I was pulling out. I was going to announce that there may be times now where you guys, I'll try to pack them nice and good, but there may be times where you get a helmet without a helmet box. I don't know what's going on. Everyone's burning boxes, getting rid of them as soon as they get them. So everything coming to me just doesn't have a box, which is annoying. I've bought boxes and I will continue to, but there may be times in between where I just don't. There's a couple in the series that don't have boxes for now. So I'm sure you're used to it from other breakers or wherever else getting boxes without helmet boxes. I don't like it, but there'll be some. So this is a good example, but this is because a flex box can't fit in that box. It can, but really squished. Jaguars. Who had the Jaguars? Oh, they weren't a random. They were a claim. Brian, that's why you said, damn, Brian. God, I didn't even understand that. Brian claimed the Jaguars. You claimed them the other day, too. You know something I don't know? 3, 2, 1. Is there a Jaguar on the pitcher? Oh, man. He's been playing great, too. I know they're eliminated, but his stock went up, definitely. Trevor Lawrence. There's got to be a pitcher or something. Why were you after the Jags? I mean, they're fun. There's not even a pitcher. What do you, something come to you in a dream, Brian? There's no Jaguar pitcher. There's not. Great hit. Trevor Lawrence on the STS 4.0 flex. Here I am telling him, oh, I thought you'd tell me if we had if it was a Santa thing, I don't know what to do. And everyone's gonna be mad at me. And he's like, he's like in his brain, he's probably, just wait, dude. I got you a flax. I got you some other fun things. AFC South. So that does not count for your divisions. That's okay. Like I always say, we're still alive. Brian, great hit. Congrats. Okay, let's keep it moving, guys. We're a little bit lower on numbers today. I don't know if that's whatever it is. I doubt it's Verizon, probably just less hanging out with us tonight. But we will try still a 3-boxer, and we'll try Racky, and we'll try a licensed jersey. Yeah, great hit, Brian. Nice one. And you even claimed them, too. I was looking up and down on the random side, and that's not where they were. Right here, spot 14. Okay, in the 4-boxer, guys, this is random teams. There was a few trades thrown out there. I haven't heard anybody respond, so we're going to keep them where they're at unless they respond here soon. Brian W., you have the Arizona New York Jets combo. Still getting used to the new combos. David L., Atlanta. Bill S., Baltimore. Greg, Buffalo. Ryan G., you have the Carolina Tennessee combo. I think they've been a combo in the past, probably these two too, but they haven't been for a while. Eric B., Chicago. Brad, Cincy. Greg, Cleveland. David L., Dallas. Brian G., Denver. Elliot, you've got Detroit. Bill S., Green Bay. Greg, Houston. Brad, Indy. Bill S., Jacksonville. Zach, Kansas City. Brian, Vegas. Greg, Chargers. Elliot, Rams. Jonathan R., Miami, Minnesota. Kyle, New England. Tim, New Orleans. Joseph, the Giants. Zach, Philly. Nick B., Pittsburgh. Jeff S., San Francisco. Bill S., Seattle. Nick F., Tampa Bay. And Greg, Washington. This is a 4-boxer, so let's do this and get 4 numbers. We will turn around and do a 3-boxer live show. And, we experienced it on Monday. If we hit 3 more Jaguars in this 4-box, we're going to keep it where it's at. I'll eventually get nice and give out extra stuff. I probably won't tonight if something weird happens. See, now I'm all spooked, man. I get all weird about weird things happening. Okay, 4-boxer, but that's the way it should be. It'll be totally random. 4 numbers. Let me get my pad and my pen, which is somewhere. There it is. Okay. Well, I was about to write them down, but I haven't even rolled them yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. I wonder how I used to do it to not get an extra. I wonder if I just stopped earlier, or maybe I just didn't pay attention that I had an extra one up there. 112, 112. Come on, a new page. 105. 105. 172. Was it last series we started with a ton of over 100 numbers too, or was it all under 100 numbers? I feel like we were lopsided on over or under because I have them in different rooms, different spots of the room, I should say. 85. Okay, guys, let me grab them. 112, 105, 172, and 85. 4-boxer. Again, guys, live fill will be next. It'll be a 3-boxer filled live in the chat. Love those jerseys, Sorokin and Wolf. It was low numbers to start? Okay. I didn't know. I knew it was like, I remember saying, man, we're getting all from one side, but I thought it was high. I guess not. It just makes it weird because I've got like a area for each spot, and then I have the reserves in different spots. So when one side's lower than the other, it throws off my storage area, you know. Okay, let's copy a. We're gonna try 3-boxer. Numbers are low, but they might shoot up again. We'll see. Live fill 3-boxer, and then we'll move on to Racky after that. Okay, let me check these last 2 notifications. Nope, we're good. Page 112, 105, 85, and 172. Check, check. Okay. Good luck, all. 85 up first. Series 37. 0 Wonka. No trades made. Sticking with what was random to you, I suppose. We've seen this name before. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I mean, there's multiple yellow raves, but there's only one yellow rave that doesn't have a logo on the other side. Now it's confirmed. I know I've got another rave in there for Pittsburgh because this is not the one I was thinking of. Who had Pittsburgh? Pittsburgh was Nick B. Nick Bryant hitting on the Steelers. Let's see what you got here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, you're saying one rookie. You're just asking about. Sorry, that'd be funny. That's the way it would happen normally. It's the other rookie. Pittsburgh. You guys see the Ravens owner talking about hiring Mike Tomlin, but only if the Pittsburgh Steelers signed Harbaugh. I don't really like that owner. I feel like I don't know that I would speak illy of Harbaugh, but I don't know, maybe I would. Caleb Johnson, number 20, rookie running back, Pittsburgh Steelers. We've seen him before. We're seeing him again on a rave. He's kind of joined the league when raves were new, so I think there's some raves out there of him more than some other styles. So that was funny. Yes, interesting. Interested in that one. We'll see if Nick is willing to trade. Is that guy? Let me guess. Is he a Hawkeye? No, I gotta look. Is he a Hawkeye? He is a Hawkeye. There he is. IOWA. I thought so. I like collecting old Utes too. That's why I like the Dirty Bird. I like all the guys because that's fun. Can't tell. Okay. Congrats, Nick. Nice hit. Okay, box 105, series 37. 0 Wonka. And I said 0 on the first one, right? I don't want to grab it out from there, but you guys remind me. I think it was 0. Who do you have in Arizona Cardinals helmets? He's got whoever you need, Thomas. This was a recent purchase for the new series. I do like this helmet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Back-to-back bright helmets. This one's bright blue. Indianapolis Colts, the team that I think there were several teams that struggled last year, but they were one of them. Obviously, you guys told me the Giants struggled too until pulled another one. Colts Flash, Thomas St. Richardson. Do you guys think Richardson will be the starter at the start of next year? Or will it be Daniel Jones? Do you think Daniel Jones is leaving? Is he still signed? He had 20 times. I know. Who had Indy? Indy. Breaking Brad. Is Daniel Jones still signed? Breaking Brad getting a Colts flash. 3, 2, 1. I bought this one specifically. I mean, it's a name we've seen before, but I love the scripts on it. Hall of Fame 24. That's Dwight Freeney. We know that. But you got the 125.5 sacks and Strip Sack Boulevard inscription. I think Richardson is out. I think he'll be traded. You think so? I saw a thing that said everyone's starting quarterback next year projections and people will be traded down. They said Richardson will be starting again, but that's just someone's opinion, obviously. Thought I saw on the free agent list this year. Daniel Jones. Yeah, so he might be out too. I wonder what they'll do. It just feels wrong to give up on Richardson, but you might have to. Yeah, spoiler, I don't think I have Richardson in this series. He was in last series and maybe shouldn't have been. I still love him. I'm hoping he resurrects his career or whatever. Nice hit. Scripted flash Dwight Freeney Strip Sack Boulevard 125.5 sacks Hall of Fame 24. 3 scripts with the Freeney. That's my god, most of my stuff. Yeah, Gator stuff for Richardson's cool because look at all the guys now, quarterbacks that have like came back and are actually doing decent with that. Even Mac Jones is playing good in San Francisco. You got Sam Darnold, a few other guys. Daniel Jones being one of them. He sucks. Anthony Richardson. Yeah, I know. We already had that argument. You guys beat me. I get it. I want to believe in him still, but I believe too much sometimes. Brad, nice hit. Okay, 112. Series 37. Zero Wonka. Okay, I see the name on this one. Get the bag off. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. All these bright, shiny helmets. So now we got to go to a classic speed for the Dallas Cowboys. I know you guys would expect me to remember who we had on Monday, but I don't know if these are new teams or not. I remember 2 teams that hit twice, but I can't remember the other ones. I want to say all 3 of these are new teams, but maybe Pittsburgh hit, maybe Dallas hit. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. Dallas is David L. on the Cowboys. David, I know who you got, but let's see who we got. There's the throw up. Yeah, it's been a while since we had Dallas throw up. It's probably time to bring that back, huh? I wouldn't do it, but I'm okay with you guys doing it. 3, 2, 1. Bill B, little did you know who you were doing the throw up sign to. I'd like to think you wouldn't have done it had you known. We got ourselves, I spoke too soon. We got ourselves an Emmitt Smith, Beckett certified, legit Prova. It's the Prova certification as well. Go Gators. Emmitt Smith, classic speed going to Dave. Dave, nice hit. Emmitt. I already stopped keeping track. AFC East was the Lawrence. That's AFC South. AFC South, that's 2 for them. AFC North has a hit. NFC East has a hit. 2, 1, 1, 0. And you guys are on the 1. The Pittsburgh helped you, right? Barf deleted. All right, yeah. You barfed at one of your Gators. Just happened to be a Cowboy, too, but he's a Gator first. Okay, good luck all. Last box, 172, Series 37. All new teams for last team standing, too. Okay. I didn't know if one – I thought they were new, too, but I knew they weren't the teams that hit a couple times there tonight. 6-pointer. I think we went 0, 0, 0. I'll double check later, but I think they were all zeros. 6-pointer. Box 172, Series 37. Good luck, everyone. Not only are you going to win a helmet, but you're going to be close to the top. I think leader in the clubhouse has more than 6 right now, but you'll be close. Let's say Greg has 8, maybe. Man, we're covering we're covering some colors today. Now we're going to another bright color. Nick's in heaven with all these colors. We've got a Vikings rave with 6 points on it. 9. Minnesota. Hey, Jonathan, that's right. I remember seeing you got your team. Whenever you guys land your team on random day, I'm always a little happy, although Kyle never lands his Bengals, and that's usually when they hit. They didn't hit today, though. These things still haven't dried up. No, they might dry up, but not for a little while longer. And unfortunately for you, Nick, I kind of like them. I try not to overdo it, but we've hit 2 today. Jonathan, let's see what you got on your Vikes on a rave. I like this one. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It's not 9, but it's not one that, if you've been paying attention to all the raves out there, it's not one I've seen a ton of. I've seen more Petersons and McCarthy's and Jeffersons and Addisons than I have of this player, so I think this one's kind of cool. Warren Moon, Hall of Fame 06, white paint pen on this Vikings rave. Moon. Are you being serious? Do you want Moon? He's a guy you don't have to worry about losing his touch with the Vikes. He's already done what he's done. So if you like him, you like him. If you don't, you don't, you know. Nice hits, guys. Congrats. I'll get your points in a second here after we do the live fill. That was 6 points. We had the Steelers, Caleb Johnson rave. We had Emmitt Smith on a classic. We had Dwight Freeney on a flash with some scripts, and we had Warren Moon on the rave. Let's try a 3-boxer here live in the chat, guys, and then we'll move on to Radke after this. Uh-oh, I just hit enter again on accident. Didn't do anything, though. Okay. I'm not missing any football games tonight. I'll have to decide what we're doing on Monday, if I'm going to stream during. You guys tell me. I know we always do it on Monday nights anyways. Are you guys all like multitasking anyways, watching the game and have me on mute and hanging out? Does that bother you guys? Is it not fun to watch a football game and also, you know, you claim spots have to watch me? What did I do here? I deleted Las Vegas off the list. I'll have to get your feedback on that. It doesn't really matter, I guess. If it's slow, it's slow. It's all good. Okay, San Francisco. Greg, sometimes it's fun to have a little something to watch on the side while you're watching the game. A lot of commercials. I don't know. I want to watch it too, but I don't know what time it starts. Maybe if we start early, I can get to the stream quick and watch the second half, something like that. New England, Nick F. My Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, everything else is pretty jam-packed full of kid activities, so that's why Monday, Wednesdays work best for me. I've just gotten used to it over the years and we kind of planned around it. Buffalo, Bill B. San Francisco is gone. Bill, sorry. Cincy for Kyle. Dave's got Washington. Bears are Joseph. San Francisco gone. Sorry, guys. Tampa Bay, Dustin. New England is gone. Nick F. Already got him. I'm not used to New England getting clean quicker. Denver is there for Brian. San Francisco's gone. I know that. Arizona and the Jets on the combo spot for Bill S. If I can type it. Giants are still by themselves. Chris C. Denver is gone. Greg, sorry. Kansas City's still there for Elliot. Rams for Greg. Got you, Greg. Minnesota for Zach. Denver is gone. New Orleans for Brian. I'll let you guys know who's left here in a second. Green Bay for Greg. Bill just behind on Green Bay. Indy for Greg. Cincy is gone. New England's gone. Detroit is Zach. I'm trying to type with one hand so I can click and type. Where was I? Detroit is what I just did. Cleveland is Greg. Just behind on Cleveland, Bill. Bill's getting picked on. This is like me sometimes in Brad's room where I'm just barely behind. Tampa Bay's gone. Carolina is there with the combo spot, Greg. Gotcha. Detroit for Bill is gone. Out working watching no game. Yeah, that's true. Chargers going to Leland. Jets are gone with the combo, Carlos. Sorry. Tennessee's gone with the combo. Sorry. Eagles are there for Dave. Pittsburgh is still there somehow for Bill. 7:30 Eastern. That's when the game starts. Ugh. Well, I'll be streaming during the game, guys. If you want to hang out, come hang out. Vegas is Brian. Gotcha. Baltimore is Bill. Atlanta is Brian. Dallas is Bill. Okay, you guys can see who's left there, but I'll type them just in case as well. Houston, Jacksonville, Miami, and Seattle. 4 teams left, and we're ready to rock and roll. Carlos has got Miami. Whoops. Gotcha. 3 spots left. I'm going to start reading off who has who, and then we'll roll the bingo balls, and I'll update as we go. Bill, you've got the Arizona combo in Baltimore. Brian G, you've got Atlanta. Bill B, Buffalo. Greg, Carolina combo. Joseph, Chicago. Kyle, Cincy. Greg, Cleveland. Bill S, Dallas. Brian W, Denver. Zach B, Detroit. Greg has Green Bay and Indy. Houston and Jacksonville are open. Elliot, you have Kansas City. Brian G, Vegas. Leland, the Chargers. Greg, the Rams. Carlos, Miami. Zach, Minnesota. Nick F, New England. Brian W, New Orleans. Chris C, the Giants. David L, Philly. Bill S, Pittsburgh. Greg, San Francisco. Seattle's open. Dustin, Tampa Bay. And David L, Washington. So I'll just leave the screen up. I'll roll bingo balls might as well. I might be taking someone to the airport tonight at 9 o'clock. Okay. Don't need to shake. We already did. We just need 3 bingo balls. Luckily, I'm only 15-20 minutes from the airport, but try to do all this and get in bed before midnight. That might slow me down a little bit. Okay, 93. 9-3. $196. 196. $11. Dylan Gunther. I wanted him to get a hat trick while I was there last night so we could throw hats out there, but he didn't quite get it. 93, 196, 11. We had Houston claimed by Greg. Thanks, Greg. Almost there. 2 teams left. That's Jacksonville, fresh off the combo spot. And then Seattle, also fresh off the combo spot. At some point, I thought about doing like 3 combo spots, but then it would make the price go up, and I didn't think like that was necessary, so I didn't. Yep. I know. I will do it. I'll go grab them once we get these last 2 filled up, guys. Jacksonville and Seattle are our last 2. Who do I have winning the national? Indiana. They seem too good. I hope it's a good game. Like, I want a good game, that's for sure. Brian taking Seattle. I mean, it's a lame answer, but I think that's probably what most people are thinking. Yeah, we'll do squares. I know we didn't do the challenges this year with the. I was so busy last week. I think that may have killed me if I tried to keep track of that and did a pool for that. So I don't know that we'll do it this week either. But we'll do. Maybe I'll do squares this weekend for the games. We'll at least do them for the conference championships, the Super Bowl, and the national championship. So I'll try to get that going at some point. Squares are fun, something different. The last catch on Jacksonville. Okay, we're close. Let me go grab those boxes. That was 93, 196, and 11. Close that, please. Now let's roll. Sorry, missed the 11 on the first run all the way through. Then look through the whole stack again for 11. Thanks to Trey Bill and J5. Yeah. 96, 93, 11, 93, 196, and 11. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Next up, guys, will be Iraqi Live Fill. It's our final box, and then we'll do some licensed jerseys. Tomorrow we will have our normal stuff, Fire Factory. We'll do some licensed jerseys, a 3-boxer, and probably look for squares this weekend. Maybe we'll do that instead of the dollar break, or we'll do both. I don't know. I don't want to not do the dollar break, but maybe we'll have to. I try not to have too much stuff going at once. Just fun to have a few things to join if you want to. Okay, so Iraqi next, but first these ones. Box 11, Series 37. Zero Wonka. See, and I forgot to give Jonathan has points. Jonathan R. 6, 1, 14, 26. I don't like doing it after the last one because then you guys get antsy on me and I get antsy too. And it was who? Warren Moon. Okay, got that. 6-pointer. Okay, now we're ready. Well, let's see. Didn't recognize it, but maybe when I turn around, I will. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We got our second classic today. And of course, I'm going to pull them back-to-back break nights just to remind me. It's all right. Whatever. I think I'm getting better at moving on, at least at telling myself I'm moving on. Might not be true moving on, but that's Chicago, obviously. Yeah, shaking my head. It's the dang Bears showing up. Who had Chicago? Joseph M. hitting the Bears. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We got some extra ink on this. Oh, there's even more. Jeez. 6-time Pro Bowl 2000 All-Decades team. Hey, we just talked about an All-Decades team. Bear for life. Isn't that funny? Who we just did the guess on Monday, and it was Ray Lewis. I'm pretty sure this is Olin Kreutz. Let me know if I'm wrong. 77. All-time lineman. Bear for life. 6-time Pro Bowl 2000 All-Decade team. I think that's Olin Kreutz. That's a cool helmet. JSA certified. I didn't realize we had multiple scripts on this bad boy either. That's cool. There's a second one tonight that's had a few. Joseph, nice hit. I'm going to look really quickly because that interests me. All-Decade Team 2000s. Who are the other linemen? That better be some guys that I always talk about how I like in here, and you guys roll your eyes at me, but let's see. Oh, he was second team. Second team with Will Shields, Larry Allen, Willie Rofe, Orlando Pace. Jeez, look at those names. First team, Walter Jones, Jonathan Ogden, Alan Faneca, Steve Hutchinson, Kevin White. All names we pulled in the room that I love. That's cool. Second teamer, all decades team is pretty big. Olin Kreutz. That's fun. Cool name. All right. Let's start paying attention to these decade teams. Okay. 93. Series 37. 0 points. Yet again. I see a name on top. I don't think, yeah, I don't have them in the series. Oh, okay. Actually, I bought this helmet from one of you guys not long ago. My favorite style for this player, as far as all the different classics go. 3, 2, 1. I love these old, like, navy blue gold ones for the St. Louis Rams. See a little sparkle in the horn. Just bought this not long ago. I've got too many of this player here that I don't know what to do with, but it's because I love him. Steven Jackson vibes. Yeah, it definitely is that teamish vibes. Dickerson or Warner. Who had the Rams first off? Mr. Greg had his Rams. Greg, I shut your ears, Bears fans. Greg, you know what the Rams need to do this week. I know you know. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It is. It's Kurt Warner. Kurt Warner on a classic. I remember, Greg, I don't know how long ago, but you couldn't hit a Warner to save your life, and you're thinking, I got to hit a dang Warner. I think you got a few now. But Warner was one that was kind of hiding from you. Becca certified on the old St. Louis Classic Rams helmet. That's cool. Kurt Warner. Oh, we have some fun names, but you guys know what I'm saying in my head. Big young quarterbacks. I guess we got another shot here. 196. Congrats, winners so far. I'd PC the majority of those helmets. 37. 5 points. I think the last box was a pointer, and the last box here is a pointer. This is 5, though. 196. Greatest show on turf. Yeah, you guys know I like me some Torrey Holt, man. We see less Torrey Holt stuff signed now. I like the Holt Bruce and the Harrison Wayne combo for both those teams. They all 4 of them. I guess Bruce signs more than the other guys, but the other 3 are a little harder. I see a label. I know this player's in the series, and it is that player. Cool. Okay. We had a little hiatus on this player, too, for what felt like a few series, at least in my brain, because I noticed when I started seeing him again, I was like, I haven't seen him that often. 3, 2, 1. You can't tell yet. One of 2 teams. You got the blank side with the STS 1.0. We got a 4 and a 1, just missing 2 and 3 tonight. So you know it's AFC North, and it is a double up tonight. So we doubled up on Monday. We doubled up tonight. That's we're doing it. We're doing some double. I mean, different break at least this time. But Pittsburgh there, Pittsburgh here. Garrett's a good guess. What makes you think I got a Garrett in this series? Probably because I do. Bill, Pittsburgh. Bill S. with 5 points as well. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, well, it's both the Browns and the Steelers can be, when you look at it like that, if you don't see the front, it could be either one. Those are the only 2 it can be with a no logo. But nice, huge, big signature for Hines Ward. Love that helmet. Hines Ward, Steelers STS 1.0. Nice yellow ink. Back insert on that as well. Man, retired. Active. Ow. What is happening? Okay, I'll get the points here in a second. Congrats to you 3. We had Olin Kreutz, all-decade team inscription as well. Kurt Warner and Hines Ward. Let's try our last Radke box live. And while you're claiming here, let me get the points in for it was Bill in the last box. Bill S. And it was Hines Ward. A lot of people don't like Hines Ward. I probably wouldn't either if I was an AFC North fan, but I do like him. Nitty gritty. I saw a cool signed photo today that I would probably keep if I had it. It was a picture of AFC North. A picture of Juju Smith-Schuster standing over Vontaze Burfict when he blew him up over the middle to send a message back, and he's standing over him with his head looking down. It was signed by Juju. That'd be a cool photo to have. Okay, let's top chat it. Let's live chat it. Got the points in for Bill and Jonathan. Let's go over here. Let's do this. Young quarterbacks. Let's hit one. We hit one from Radke. Let's see if we can do it again from Radke. Denver with a random Purcell going to Nick. Number 2 is San Francisco for Greg. Bill just behind. Zach behind. Elliott behind. Sorry, guys. Denver going to... Oh, that's gone too. Denver's gone as well. Cleveland going to Brad. Buffalo going to Brian. Nice hit earlier, Brad. What days are you on this weekend so I can try to... The last couple nights you've been on, I've been at like a hockey game or a party or something that night, so I've missed the live fills, and it's bugging me. I missed the last one because hockey on Sunday, I think it was, or Saturday, whatever day it was. 5, New England for Jonathan. I'm getting there. I'm starting to slow down on my brain capacity, apparently. Bill asked Green Bay, or I'm just talking too much. 7, Cincy for Dave. 8 is Indy for Brad. 9 is Kansas City for Bill S. 10 is Tampa Bay for Dustin. 11 is the Chargers for David. 12 is Indy. Nope. Indy's gone. Washington for Dave. Atlanta, 13 for Greg. 14 Miami for Zach. Jets are 15, I think. Jets 15 for Carlos. 16 is the Raiders. I think that closes us with Dave. So Jonathan just a little behind everything after that, unless I miscounted. Like Juju, yeah, it's a cool photo too because it's Burfict's on the ground, like in the dirt, and he's standing right over him. That was to avenge Antonio Brown, right? Didn't Burfict hit Antonio Brown and knock him out of the game, concussion, and all that stuff? Had the rigor mortis going on. That's 16. Okay, Nick has a random. Brad, are you going down to Reds Fest? So that'd be cool. So a little behind on the Baltimore and Rams claims, you two. Sorry about that. When you gave CT, I probably did. Nick has a random still. It is $18 for whoever wants it. I'll keep it up here for a second until we get it filled up. It's a cool photo. That's already sorted. It is. No, not this year. Okay, last call on Nick's random. It's 18, and then we'll roll the randoms. If it doesn't sell, Nick, we'll see if you get, and you can offer it up. Jeez, did I win again? Holy moly! I'm gonna get death threats. A new hockey series just started. They were both $1-boxers. I won the other one the other day, and then he just sent me a picture. See, I don't mind that, but you see how the break was like 20 minutes ago, and I get a picture of the item I won before I could even watch the break. Are you guys happy I don't do that to you, or would you prefer? You guys forget? Missed on Baltimore. Here comes Baltimore. Okay, it doesn't look like anyone's grabbing your random, Nick. We'll see who you get, and you can try to sell them. My guess is they'll probably sell unless you're keeping it. You'll probably get a team you don't want to sell. So let's do this. 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One of my favorite plays played Pitt like, yeah. Definitely I see stick with my formula. Yeah. Dallas on top, Jacksonville on bottom. We've got Dallas. If you want to hold or sell, let me know. Nick, Denver and Dallas. Greg, San Francisco and the Giants. Brad, Cleveland and the Rams. Brian, Buffalo, Houston. Jonathan R, New England, Philadelphia. Bill S, Green Bay, Tennessee. David, Cincy, Arizona. Brad, Indy and New Orleans. Bill S, Kansas City, Chicago. Dustin, Tampa, Pittsburgh. David L, Chargers, Washington, Minnesota, Carolina. Greg, Atlanta, Baltimore. Zach, Miami, Seattle. Carlos, Jets, and Detroit. And David L, you had Vegas and Jacksonville. Dallas is up for sale for 18 for anybody that wants them. Let Nick know. We don't have to roll a random box because we already know it's box 6. 6 is correct. I stopped keeping track of this. 211, 211, and 111. NFC North, NFC North. Yikes. At least that was the one that hadn't hit yet. NFC West, AFC North. Oh, you got it. You're in it right now, right? 3, 2, 2, 1. If you guys can hit this one, you go into the jerseys with a tie right now. Which, I mean, you should at least hope for a tie. Then we can switch it to go for a full size. But let's go for the win. Last call on buying Dallas, guys. The Cowboys are up for $18. Nick's random, and then we're good to go. I'm going to close this. Wait a second. We'll grab the box. I'm like, I'm such a moron. That one doesn't have a box. I'm thinking, oh, they just didn't have a box, but it's because it's a dang flex. Dave will take it from you, Nick. That's funny. Okay. Remember, guys, License Series is up next. No newcomers between Monday and now, so same series, but you guys know the 4 that we added before that was, well, I already forgot now too. It was Draisaitl, Yossi, Horace Grant, and Jose Canseco. We'll see what I'm going to add tomorrow for tomorrow's stream. But okay, box 6. Good luck, all. Thanks for joining. Okay. don't always remember to show the makeup of the boxes, but third-party stuff I try to. Man, I feel like we got. Did anybody keep track of rep to authentic ratio on this case? I swear it was like 7-5 or 8-4, 7-5 maybe. Obviously, I'm counting the flex as an authentic, but this one is authentic as well. I feel like we had 7 authentics. Maybe the flex replaced a rep. I don't know. Okay, here we go. Good luck, all. I think I see a name on this one. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Washington showing its face. They've been semi-popular in Racky lately. They kind of go hit and miss. They'll miss for a few double cases. They'll hit a couple in a row. So we were heavy authentic. I think we were heavy NFC too. Washington was David L. Hot diggity. That is you. And we got ourselves an authentic. 4 straight double case. Oh, for Washington? Yeah, so maybe more than 2, huh? But I feel like we missed them for a while there. Do you have the record of how many authentics we had this case, Nick? Was it 7-5 or 8-4? I'm pretty positive we did not pull 6 reps. So, okay, here we go. Dave, let's see what you got. 3, 2, 1. We just pulled them not long ago on a rave, I think. Rave rep or rave authentic. That's Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt or whatever his name is. Bill. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. Bill Merritt. I have 6 with this, but I missed track. I swear we had 5 reps, but maybe I'm wrong too. I think it was 7-5. Running back, rookie, Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. I don't know where Bill comes from, but Washington Commanders on the authentic. Hold on. I gotta get up here and copy. Congrats, Dave. Okay, let's roll a licensed jersey series here. I'll share my screen fast so we know where we're at. If there is interest in doing a 2-boxer Big Al's to end the night after this, I would probably be okay doing one tonight. Start of the series, and it seems like we're rolling fine. If people want to do a 2-boxer like we used to always over here, I'm happy to do that. If we want to end on jerseys, I'm also happy to do that. Doesn't matter to me. But we're not taking too long tonight, so we're kind of out there. I mean, that could change with the jerseys here, that's for sure. Spot 1, I've got Larry with Horace Grant. Spot 2, I've got Pat McAfee. 4, Greg. Spot 3, Ken Griffey Jr. Look at that baseball section dwindling down. We had 2 baseball the other day. McAfee's gone. Bird going to Zach at spot 4. I guess we'll see how this one goes, and then we'll talk about doing the 2-boxer. Larry Bird was Zach. Spot 5 is it Ellie? It is Ellie for Mark. Griffey is gone. Elliott, sorry. Rice is spot 6 for Greg. 7 is Marino for Greg. Marino. Yunt is spot 8 for Bill S. 9 is Stammer for Brian. 10 is Frank Thomas for Larry. 11 is Patty Kane for Brian W. 12 is Walt Frazier for Craig. 13 is Chucky for Brian. 14 is Adam Fox for Craig. 15 is Giannis. We're getting there. Leland gotcha for Giannis. 16 is Mike Evans for Dustin. 17 is SGA for Zach. 18 is Bettis for Mike. What's up, Mike? Bettis is up here somewhere. Mike. Okay, 2 spots left to close this one, guys. And then if we want to try a 2-boxer, I'll probably roll with one. And if it doesn't fill quick, we'll call it a night. So don't send. But if there's interest, we'll run with it. We'll do a 2-boxer. Make the night a little longer for me, even though I'm going to the airport. That's probably stupid of me, but I'm making sure he didn't ask me yet. I'm going to text him. Durant is 19. Somewhere in here, there it is. Kevin Durant for Bill S. Okay, 1 spot left. I'll show pictures here in 1 minute if needs be. There's a pass. Okay. All right, I'm going to start showing some pictures. 1 spot closes us. Let's see where we're at here. Like I always say, you can find it in the pin section, guys. Just scroll. I think it's like the 3rd post. There'll be a list of all of them here and then pictures of them all. We don't need to go through them because Chris just claimed Rantanen, but you can scroll through them here and then by sport in alphabetical order. Well, let's go back over to Rantanen. Excited for my Mikko to get here at some point. It's from Canada, so that could sometimes those guys take months and months to get it to me. Sometimes it takes 5 days. I never know, and I just don't complain. I just wait till it gets here. And sometimes I pay a large duty. Which is stupid, but I do. Okay, we're going to have 42 randoms. We do. Last 2 on the 7th row will be $10 solos. We're rocking and rolling. I didn't even pay attention. That's NFC East. That's not the bad one, right? I think it was NFC North. 2, 2, 2, 3. You're down by 1, but you're tied with the other ones down by 1. Crazy. Okay. 7 times. There's 1, 2. The last 2 will be available for $10. 3, you got to claim 1 by 1. 4, 5, or 1 at a time, I should say. 6, and 7. Solos are Adebayo and Reinhardt. Adebayo, Reinhardt. Come on. Post. Paste. I've got Nick F with Reinhardt, Nick B with Adebayo. Nick B, did you start at the start of the stream or just showing up? Not that there's anything important. These are $10. Nick F, I've got you. Nick B. This is always a good one to use your $10 credit for. Who got it right today? Was it Jonathan? But I'm sure you used it earlier. But if you join and you get a credit for 10 and that's all you do, you use them on these. They're nice for some solos. Okay, let me read off some names, see if anyone has any credits, and then we'll get ripping. We'll try a 2-boxer after this. If it fills, we'll roll with it. If it doesn't, we'll call it and meet back up tomorrow for a pre-fill for this weekend. Put on and off. Seen that Slick Ray? Yeah. Yuck on Pitts, but nice for the collection. Yeah. A lot of Pittsburgh haters, huh? Okay, Larry, you've got Horace Grant, Sergei Fedorov, and Donovan Mitchell. Greg, McAfee, Tavares, and Carter. Saw Tavares last night. He had a breakaway straight at our goalie Veggie, and I'm not kidding. The goalie was standing like this waiting, and he shot it straight into his glove. And then they started fighting after. There was a bunch of fights, but it wasn't a very good breakaway shot for him. Bill S., Griffey, Bagwell, and Caulfield. Zach, Bird, Dawson, and McCutcheon. Mark, De La Cruz, Gensel, and McKinnon. Greg, Rice, Collins, and Matsui. Marino, Coffey, and Woodson. Bill S., Yunt, Yossi, and Malone. Brian, Stamkos, Laporta, and Draisaitl. Larry V., Thomas, Darlene, and Kamara. Brian W., Patty Kane, Tracy McGrady, and Max Crosby. Craig, Frazier, Hasek, and Bowers. Brian, Gruden, Weber, and Sorokin. We also have a Sorokin in my series. I forgot about that. Craig, Adam Fox, JSN, and Richard Seymour. Leland, you have Giannis, Zegras, and Paul. Dustin, Evans, English, and Herbert. Zach, SGA, Warner, and Jeffrey. Mike, Bettis, Wilkins, and Fuhrer. Bill S. Durant, Love, and George. Chris, you had Miko, Canseco, and Ginla. Nick F. had Reinhardt. Nick B. had Adebayo. Let's see. Is Fedorov for sale, Larry? Larry says Mitchell, Dahlin, Kamara. I'll take Dahlin too. So take them both. Dahlin and Fedorov going to Nick. Okay. Mitchell and Kamara also for sale. Donovan Mitchell, Alvin Kamara. Zach, buy Warner from you. Zach B, you want to sell Kurt Warner on the Cardinals? Let him know. Yes, Nick, yours, thanks. Yes, yours too. Okay. I think that's where we're at. So there's an offer to buy Warner from Zach, and then Mitchell and Kamara are available. Running back, defender, other quarterback, wide receiver, quarterback, running back. Okay, I'll give it a second here before I roll bingo balls. I might as well do it now while you guys are talking. I'll come back and double check on what's for sale and what's for trade or whatever. I'll add 4 more tomorrow. It's a little too loose for my liking, but what in the world? I think they're supposed to be. Maybe not. Okay. Here we go. 2 numbers. 1, 2. Extra 1 goes down. First one is 111, 111. And next one is 69, David Bakhtiari, 69. Write those down. 111, 69. Trade for Carter, otherwise keep. Which Carter are we talking about? Vince Carter. So Vince Carter is Greg's. You're saying trade Carter for, or trade who for Carter? Oh, that's Greg that's offering for it. Doi. Greg, do you want to trade Vince Carter for Kurt Warner? Or you want to keep Warner and just hoping to buy? Warner for Carter is yours. Okay, so trade offer there is accepted. Vince Carter trade. Kurt Warner trade. Last call on buying Alvin Kamara and Donovan Mitchell. They are $10 a piece if anyone wants them. I'm going to close this and grab boxes 111 and 69. And then again, we're going to try a 2-boxer, but I'm not going to push it. Mitchell, yours, thanks. Okay. So Mitchell's going to Nick B for $10. And then Kamara is the last one available. Alvin Kamara, Saints, Nike, if anyone wants that for 10. Otherwise, we're going to roll. I'll give it 30 seconds here, Larry. And then we'll get rolling. Okay, well, let's roll. Should make sure 111, 69, 69, 111. Okay, and I'm also going to get this passage just already. We are going to try 2-boxer Big Owls. Pick one random, one full size. $40 a piece, like we used to always do. Slowly, sometimes we do, sometimes we don't know. So that'll be the last thing we try for. Don't pay unless it gets to 75%, and then we'll go from there. Man, this box definitely needs to be retired after this one. Okay, here we go. That's kind of a joke. The box has seen some things. I don't know why I can't tell who that is. Okay, here we go. 69. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's because I thought that it was going this way. That's pretty obvious. Signature's right up in the gate up there. And it's got an inscription on it too, which is great. We've got Mr. Paul Coffey. Paul Coffey, and it's got the inscription is what? Norris 85, which is the best goalkeeper, Nick, or whoever knows. I'm learning. Paul Coffey, Oilers. We've been talking about Oilers today, and of course they hit here. Adidas Pro. This does has a COA that's a little different than the ones we're used to. It is Star Side. I won this from a reputable hockey room, so it is just a smaller COA. He's got a signing in my area on the February 16th. Ooh, that's cool. I don't know how many coffee items I have. I don't know that I have a Coffey Oilers item. Let me see who has them. I showed you the fight strap there too. This is an Adidas Pro. Congrats, winner. Let's see who it is, though. I did not look yet. I will shortly. Paul Coffey is right there. First line on the Dan the Man Marino claim. Greg claimed Dan Marino getting Paul Coffey and Rod Woodson. Greg, nice hit. Paul Coffey. Speaking of Dan Marino, there's a John Marino on the Utah Mammoth. I told one of my buddies, not this last game, but I said it was the nephew of Dan Marino. I think they believed me. I still haven't told them that I was lying. Dan Marino's nephew, John Marino. Okay, 111. Greg, nice hit. Paul Coffey. It's a cool name from hockey history there. Not an active player. I'm trying to think, where else did Coffey play that I would maybe have a signature of his from? I want to say I do have. He played Pittsburgh. Yeah, I've got a Penguins Coffey, I think. Nick says Pittsburgh. Yeah, Philly. I don't think I have Philly. Maybe I have Boston too. Boston, LA. Goodness, he was all over the place. What's his more popular team, Pittsburgh or Edmonton? Played for half the league. 111. Can't quite tell. Let's see what we got here. Edmonton, that's what I thought. I just knew I had him on a different team. I couldn't remember who it was, but it's Pittsburgh. 3, 2, 1. Oh, now I know. I can see it was too dark. This is one of our home and aways, our split jerseys. I love these ones. And you guys know I've got a soft spot in my heart for this guy. I used to have his shoes. They were the ugliest things in the world. But man, this guy and a few of the other guys were my guys. I grew up a basketball player. So Tracy McGrady, him, and we talked about Vince Carter. It's a cool hit. Let me pull it out here and we'll see who has it. Mitchell and Ness split. We have a couple splits. We have the Bettis still, and I don't know if there's another one, but Bettis and McGrady for sure. But now McGrady's gonzo. T-Mac. Orlando Magic split. Mitchell and Ness. Swingman from, I'll say, 90. No, it's probably 2000. 2003, 2004. Harwood Classics, Mitchell and Ness. Great hit. Let's, I'll fold and I'll look. I have both those names. It's Kind of a tired night, man. I don't know what to tell you. Tracy McGrady was also a first liner random, so no pick claims, no claimed hits tonight. Tracy McGrady was on the Patty Kane line with McGrady and Max Crosby going to Brian W. Brian, nice hit. T-Mac on the split Mitchell and Ness going to you. That's a great hit. Okay, we had Paul Coffey and Tracy McGrady. We are going to try a two-boxer. If it doesn't fill, just wait to send. But I figured we try, and if it fills, great. If it doesn't, no big deal. All right, let's see where we're at here. Oh, man. Kobe said T-Mac was the player he hated playing against the most, and you couldn't get in his head. Really? I love T-Mac, man. He had a smooth way of playing. I love his little jumper. He was fun. Orlando or Toronto. That's cool. Okay. Kansas City with a random for sale. Let me top chat, live chat it just in case. You guys should do the same thing. Flip back and forth or close the stream and come back in, and it'll show you the true order so you don't think I'm like skipping you and putting someone else ahead of you. Jonathan R. with Kansas City with a random up. Greg has San Francisco. Bill B has Buffalo. Bill just behind on Kansas City. Brian, you got Denver. Brian, Denver. Buffalo is also gone. Cleveland going to Greg on spot 5. Spot 6 is Green Bay going to Bill S. Spot 7 is Cincy with a random for sale for Kyle. Spot 8 is the Rams for Greg. Spot 9 is Minnesota for Zach. 10 is Seattle. My scouts. Did I miss? No, I didn't. Minnesota, Seattle. 11 is the Giants for Chris C. 12 is Indy for Zach. Nope, that's not Zach. It's the same color as Zach's. Purple with a B, but that's Brady. Sorry, stupid. Oh, it's not doing the number. Or it kind of is today. Some of you have that. Maybe you guys have learned to like edit it. Maybe that's what I need to do. Brady was Indy. That's 12. So I think you're good to send, guys. I think we're close to full or full. Yeah, same Venmo. Yep, you're good. Indy 12. Yeah, we can keep the same Venmo, PayPal, Cash App as long as we don't put dang comments with them. I know Venmo requires an emoji, so just one emoji. And I know Cash App sometimes requires something, but instead of typing something out, you can click one of the backgrounds and send. PayPal should never make you say anything, so please don't put any words on a PayPal payment. The idea that I can keep those going is great. Bill S. Washington. 14 is Detroit for Zach. Nick's going to take a random from Jonathan. If it can unhighlight. I said 14 was Zach with Detroit. 15 is New Orleans for Brian. Yes. For the Venmo, so you're saying Alex Devine? It'll have a Packers Chrome helmet. I think I just saw your payment anyways. So, yep, I got you. Thank you. We are one main spot away and one half spot away to get us full. So Kyle's got a random available, and there's one main spot left, and then we're good to go. So two spots left. Oh man, quit yawning now. Quit yawning, quit yawning, quit yawning. Greg got you on Baltimore. Okay, there's just a half spot left for Kyle's spot, and that'll close us all the way up. So $20, you'll get the random team over there. We're ready to rock and roll. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Figured we could try a 2-boxer. So that's starting off quick. 7. We did 8 because we did a freebie on Monday, and then 9 today. That's 17. We'll do 2 more on Saturday or whatever day we do it, and that's we get close to the first 20 helmets. There's no pressure, but if we filled our stuff to break on Friday instead of Saturday, that would make my life a lot easier. But either way, I'll find a time for Saturday. I'm not too worried about it, but Friday would be fantastic. So that's asking a lot, though. I know. I don't know if something happened to the stream, if it's laggy. It shows 2 people watching. I know that's not correct, but hopefully it's not lagging on you guys. Okay, last call for Kyle's Random before I get rolling here. $20. Okay, I'm going to run Kyle. Let me know if you want to sell the team once you see who they are. If you want to keep, that's great too. But we can always try to sell the team once you see them. Hopefully I'm not lagging out here. Someone just messaged me. No, it's just the payment. I think we're good. Okay, 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Philadelphia on top, Dallas on bottom. Kyle, you've got New England. So if you wanted to sell, I'm sure someone would buy. That's been a popular team. If you want to hold, you can hold. Jonathan, Kansas City. Nick, Philadelphia. Greg, you have San Fran and Houston. Bill B, Buffalo, the Chargers. Brian, Denver, Miami. Greg, Cleveland, Vegas. Bill S, you've got Green Bay and Chicago. Kyle, Cincy, and New England. Greg, Rams and Tampa Bay. Zach, Minnesota, Pittsburgh. My Scouts, you've got Seattle, Carolina. Tyler, you've got Seattle, Carolina. Chris C, Giants and Jacksonville. Brady, Indy, and Atlanta. Bill S, Washington and the Jets. Zach B, Detroit, Tennessee. Brian W, New Orleans and Arizona. Greg, you've got Baltimore and Dallas. So we had a Philly for New England and I'll buy New England. So either one sold to Greg. Okay. Greg got you on the purchase. Okay, we're good. So you got new life. You would have lost, but you got new life. It's 3-2-2. 3-2-2-2. You're one of the twos. Because we didn't hit football on the jerseys again. 2 baseball, 1 hockey, 1 basketball this week. Jeez. I think I'll probably add 1 baseball in and then mix it up with another one, but we'll see. Check really quick, see if my family ever made it home. I don't remember the garage opening, but nope, they are at. Oh my gosh. Are these 3 kidding me? You know where my wife and kids are right now? 8-12 on a school night. They're at Texas Roadhouse. Oh, I bet she does this and she's laughing. Just because my daughter. Well, actually, I think I know why they're there. This makes sense now. I'm gonna share it with you guys too. Maybe my wife will share on the page. Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy, Kyle? My daughter just started playing basketball again. I'll run the helmet box here in a second. Started playing basketball again. She was great at basketball, and then they made her play co-ed, and she took a ball to like the stomach and knocked the wind out of her. Same with soccer. So she's like, oh, whatever. I'm just gonna do dance. I don't like playing with boys. And I'm like, I don't blame you. Whatever. And now basketball's back to just all girls, and she signed up with some friends here in the neighborhood. She loves it. And there was the Jazz hold this contest where they do like a free shoot where there's spots you have to shoot from at a time, and there was like 50 girls that competed in her age group. She got first place. So she won the first place prize, and she gets to complete at region. And then if she wins the region one next week, she goes to play the Delta Center. So the Jazz Arena. So I bet my wife took her there to celebrate. So that makes sense. If I can't go, they might as well go. That she was really excited that she won that. She takes after me. She got a butter smooth shot just like me. I'm not lying. I'll challenge anyone. Okay, 2 bingo balls here. 1, 2. Extra one. Yeah, it's awesome. I agree. She was really pumped about it too, so I bet that's why they're there. She likes the rolls, just like Kyle's saying. 138 is the first one, and she likes the hot dogs there. I don't know, my kids are so picky, but they got these little mini hot dogs that she likes. So 138 and 81, 8-1. I didn't write them down. I bet I can remember those. I'm going to keep them to the side just in case. Too lazy to write. 138 and 81. As I itch my eye way too hard. 138, 81. 138, 81. You can do it, Al. I believe in you. $81, $138. 138, 81. Good. All right. Let's roll. Good luck, everyone. Last 2. We will do some weekend breaks. I'm hoping to break Friday, but if not, we'll find a time on Saturday that works. We got playoff football too. I'll try to get a squares board up for the championship as well. And I'll stick with it like we're doing tonight, like starting at 8 p.m. Eastern instead of 9 p.m. Eastern. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I much prefer that. But if there's a day where we're struggling on a bunch of breaks, like I think we had 5-1-1 left today. If there's ever a day where there's like 10, 7, 8, and need an extra hour to kind of help fill stuff, I'll probably do that. I don't know that that'll help much, but it helps me out a ton to start at 8 p.m. Eastern so I don't go to bed after midnight. So then I have an actual job, obviously, and I get up early and take kids to school, go to work. So if I can get an extra hour of sleep, I'm a much better person. So it's kind of a working great. I think most like that better. I don't know that everyone does, but I think most like it better. I like it works for you. Yeah, it works better for me. And I'm not so late. My wife will wait up for me too if it's like 11, but midnight she's sound asleep. She has to get up at 4:35 every morning for her drill team, so she's up early. 81, Series 37, 0 Wonka. So it works for me. If I had a bunch of you guys say this sucks, it doesn't work, I'd switch it back. I'd much rather do what works better for you guys than for me. But I think the majority like it earlier. Cool. Okay. Oh man, I didn't even think about this till now. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Works better for us East Coast, I assume. That's late for you guys. If I'm on till 9:30 my time, that's almost midnight. That's late. Yeah, of course, Thomas. No problem. I'm always happy to look. I don't always have something. Well, I didn't think about this, but here we are. Zach says Penix. Jonathan says Moon. We got a Washington Husky helmet, which, by the way, guys, I love these helmets. gold around there. We got Washington that's purple. Face mask is purple. 3, 2, 1. It would be like that when we pulled 2 Warren Moons on the same dang night. Sorry, guys. I've always said I'll have the same player twice if they're on different teams, which this obviously counts for a different team. But even then, I think when we build a series of 195 helmets, there's probably 185 plus names, if not 190 different names. So it's a lot of variety. But here's 2 Warren Moons. Warren Moon Hall of Fame 06. That's going to the Houston Oilers spot, which is the Tennessee Titans spot. Tennessee in this one was that's Zach. Zach, you won. Wish it was Minnesota, a double Minnesota. Zach had Tennessee. Congrats. And you also have Minnesota. That's why you're saying that. I don't know if you knew that you had Tennessee as a random, but that's you. Oh, hey, oh, yeah. Washington, Warren Moon. I know we had the fun Rave Moon earlier, too, but that's AFC South. Is that bad for you guys? Not really. You can still tie. You just can't win now. Almost put Oilers for the last team staying, did you? That'll play. Yeah, nice hit. That goes to default team, which for him is the Oilers/Titans. So that's not going to sit there without falling off. So I'm going to put it down here. It's stressing me out. Nice hit, Zach. Okay. 138. Yeah, of course. I know college is not everyone's thing. That's why I only have probably, maybe 10 at the most, but I bet I only have 5 this series. Just depends on what I find. Like if I find a nice flash Tennessee Peyton Manning, I'm not going to not have it just because it's that. Points. So that means we hit a point on the last box of every break. The final on the 4 boxer, the final on the 3 boxer, and the final on the 2 boxer. Weird. Okay, final helmet here, guys. Warren Moon, Seattle coming up. I could easily have him in there for Seattle too, or Kansas City. I just thought of it. I didn't even think about it. That stresses me out. Okay, here we go. Three, 2, 1. We're ending with a classic speed Broncos. The Denver Broncos hitting here. Classic time. That's AFC West. Hey, you tied. That is a tie, right? 3-3-3-2. Okay. Remind me on Monday. Someone remind me before the stream. We'll try for a full size on Monday. Since tie's not a win, but it's making it so now you can try to win a full size. I'll still have the other ones too if you'd rather have the other items instead of the full size. It won't be a huge name. It'll be something fun. Who had Denver? Denver was a claim. Spot 4, Brian W. Brian, you had a few hits tonight. Brian hitting the Broncos. Tyler says Sharp. Oh, you guys know I love Sharp. I really love Sharp. This is someone we don't see all too often that I'll put in when I have him. I've got one of his helmets in my PC, but it's for his other team. The one I don't want to admit right now, but that's cool. I guess he played for Miami too. Miami, Chicago, and Denver. I don't know if he... It kind of does look like it says Big Al, huh? That is Brandon Marshall. I'd love this to be Peyton Manning, since we didn't have him last series and we didn't pull a freaking single current quarterback tonight, right? No. That's 2. I don't think we did on Monday either. That's 2 break nights in a row. We're going to be backsided on some of those bigger names. Makes it fun for the end. Okay, Brandon Marshall going to Brian. Brian, nice hit. UFC night. Oh, was he? Brandon Marshall was? He kind of had his moments of being a little crazy in the head like some of the other receivers, but maybe he wasn't crazy. He struggled with something. Maybe it wasn't CTE stuff, but remember thinking like something happened, but didn't he like set the single season receptions record too or something? He was a great receiver. Brandon Marshall going to Brian. Nice hit, Brian. Tie, so it means we're going to go for full size. No win tonight. Let's do a recap, guys. Thanks for participating. Sorry if you had a rough night. Our third-party stuff tonight was the baseball was Bailey Falter. Our basketball was Muggsy Bogues, which I thought was cool. Our jerseys tonight, 2 goalies from the NHL series, Dustin Wolf and Ilya Sorokin. Our Radke today was Bill Merritt on the Authentic and a Trevor Lawrence STS 4.0 Speed Flex. Thank you, Radke. The rest is Big Al stuff. We had Warren Moon Ray, Warren Moon Washington, Heinz Ward STS, Kurt Warner Classic, Olin Kreutz Classic with the scripts, Dwight Freeney Classic with the scripts, Strip Sack Boulevard with the 125.5 sacks. We had Emmett Smith, we had Caleb Johnson, we had Brandon Marshall. Jerseys tonight were Paul Coffey and Tracy McGrady T-Mac. That's everything. Interested in that, Brian, if you're looking to trade the Brandon Marshall? Perfect. Someone was looking to trade for something last night and today, too. Zach was interested in the Caleb Johnson. That I know. And then, so reach out, guys. If I don't hear from any of you guys on the trade, I'll ship them tomorrow or Friday at the latest. But I'll hold them for a second while you guys talk to each other. If you need me to help, ask me, and I'll be happy to help you. If anything's staying in the corner, please let me know. I know there's a few items tonight that might not be your cup of tea, which is for any night. Let me know, and I'll post it in the corner. You can try to trade sell while it's still here, and then I'll pay for shipping. Okay, tomorrow we'll drop Fire Factory and some Big Al's licensed jerseys. I'd love it if we could break Friday. If not, we'll try to shoot for a Saturday time like normal. Just don't know what time yet. So have a great night, a great weekend, and we'll see you on Friday, Saturday, or Monday, whenever you're around, guys. Maybe. Dad is a huge Broncos fan. Yeah, I get that. That's tough. Okay, guys, we'll see you. Thanks for hanging out.